Leo and the Secret of the Wind Chimes. Good Kid Stories. TV, Episode 3, The Echo of the Old Marketplace. The sun rose, sending its first warm rays through the window, but Leo had no time for sunbathing. The words of Solomon the cat and the image of the silent crystal had taken over his thoughts. The mission was clear. He had to return to the marketplace, the noisiest and scariest place he had ever known. Seeing his owner. And still fast asleep, Leo felt a pang of longing. He gently nuzzled her hand one last time as a silent goodbye, then took a deep breath, summoned all his courage, and slipped out of the safe garden. Back at the marketplace, everything was just as chaotic as before. The voices, the rolling carts, and the shouting vendors created a chaotic symphony that made Leo's head spin. He was just a tiny kitten in a giant world. A place where 100 little bells ring out at once. He mumbled the clue, but everywhere he looked, there were only people and goods. While trying to squeeze through a crowd, Leo was nearly hit by a rolling cart. Terrified, he leaped under a vegetable stall. His heart was pounding. What was he going to do? Just then, a squeaky voice chirped from the shadows under the stall. "Hiding, are we, kitten? This market is no place for a fluffy little thing like you." Leo turned to see a pair of beady black eyes staring at him. It was a small but very clever-looking mouse, his whiskers twitching constantly. I'm not hiding," Leo replied, trying to sound brave. "I'm on a very important mission." The mouse scoffed. "A mission? What is it, finding a lost ball of yarn?" "No," Leo said firmly. "I need to find a place with 100 little bells to save my friends." Seeing the serious look on Leo's face and his determined blue eyes, the mouse fell silent. There was something about this kitten that made him curious. "Saving friends, huh? That's not a bad gig. The name's Pip. I know every corner, every secret passage in this market. If you share a piece of cheese with me, I'll help you." Leo had never eaten cheese, but he nodded eagerly. "Deal, absolutely." And so a strange friendship began. Pip led Leo through paths only rodents knew, under stalls, through old pipes, and along high walls. Together, they dodged the grumpy butcher and his dog, and finally, Pip stopped in front of a dusty, old-fashioned shop. "Here we are," Pip whispered. "The cheerful old man's bike repair shop." Leo looked up. Wow. Inside the shop, hanging from the ceiling, were hundreds, maybe even thousands of old bicycle bells. The breeze blowing through the door made them jingle constantly. This had to be the place. But among the hundreds of bells, which one was the sound seed? Leo closed his eyes, remembering Solomon's advice. He focused on listening, not with his ears, but with his heart. Amid the chaotic ring-ring and ding-dong, he heard a very special sound. It wasn't loud, but a soft, warm, and pure hum, as if it were calling to him. "Up there." Leo opened his eyes, pointing to a tiny, old brass bell hanging in the highest corner. Now, how to get it? With his nimble agility, Pip scurried up the shelves. Down below, Leo pretended to chase a piece of twine to distract the napping shop owner. Snip! Pip had gnawed through the string, and the little bell fell right into Leo's waiting paws. Leo could feel a warmth coming from the bell. It had a strange spiral pattern engraved on it. They had done it. The two friends quietly celebrated and scurried out of the shop. As they were leaving the marketplace and returning to a familiar street, Leo felt a sudden chill run down his spine. It was the feeling of being watched. He looked up. On the roof of the tallest building, a black shape was silhouetted against the sky. It was a large raven, pitch black from head to toe. Its sharp, intelligent eyes were not looking at Leo, but were fixed on the tiny brass bell he held in his mouth. Its eyes gleamed with a collector's desire. The raven tilted its head and let out a single sharp caw that echoed like a challenge. Leo and Pip froze, knowing that their mission had just found a dangerous new rival. Music becomes dramatic and suspenseful. Narrator's voice. What will Leo and Pip do next? Will the mysterious raven endanger their mission? The answer will be in Episode 4 of Leo and the Secret of the Wind Chimes. So your child won't miss out on this exciting adventure, and its meaningful lessons about friendship and courage. Parents, please be sure to hit the subscribe button for the Good Kid Stories TV channel. From all of us at Good Kid Stories TV, thank you for being a part of our family's adventure.